right.
We're back?
We're back.
Oh. Sono lei 14, not sono 14. For those of you learning Italian, a tip, don't forget the articles.
Thank you. That's very helpful. So you have an app for learning Italian?
Yeah, and for the folks at home, you can check out my Learn Italian with Marvin series on YouTube.
That doesn't exist yet?
We actually haven't started yet. As soon as I learn some Italian.
Okay.
I've only been going at it for 5 years, so you can't expect me to know very much about it.
Of course, obviously.
And whenever we go to Italy, they never speak Italian to us because they can look at us and tell that we don't know how to speak Italian.
When we go to Italy with you, you guys seem very equipped to ask basic questions and order some food easily. And then maybe they'll switch over to English, but for the most part, they humor you, especially in like the smaller towns. It's actually quite nice and useful.
Yes, although it's no big trick to ordering food in Italy.
If you're my husband, you just point at everything.
And usually we get everything. Because we figure we'll never be back at this restaurant again. So we just order. Well, first of all, they have a first and a second course. You can't go into a restaurant and just order a second course, can you? Can you do that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's
sure
legal.
It's allowed.
Yeah.
It is.
You have to.
Our producer is saying it is allowed.
Oh yes.
She's
Wait
correct.
a second. Yes. She said yes.
It's allowed. Okay. All right. We got confirmation that you can in fact go to Italy and order just a second course.
I thought that if you don't want them talking behind your backs, you have to order an appetizer, a first
Obviously.
course, a second course, and tiramisu
Of course.
at every meal.
Because what's worse than people talking behind your back about
Yes.
you? So glad
Especially saying things like, those Americans, they just don't eat enough. I don't want that to be said about my country.
No, you have to keep the...
You can say anything you want about our president, but not about our culinary habits.
Our appetites.
Yes.
Keep it going strong. That's good. You get out there and you tell people that we do eat a lot. Let's see, what did we do today? We took a very nice long walk along the beach and the boardwalk area, and it was a lot less crowded today. I think it was a little bit chillier and overcast, and so I think people weren't coming out to the beach as much.
But it was very fine temperature for walking.
It was pleasant.
Worked up a bit of a sweat by the time we got back.
Yeah, we went, I think my watch said we went about 1.5 miles, which I guess isn't that far, but it was a pretty nice walk, and it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot, it was pretty pleasant. And then we took a little evening stroll, though you did not come with us.
No, I didn't want to really hold you back. You already had 5 people and 2 dogs, and I felt like it would look like a convention walking down the street if I was tagging along.
There weren't that many people out tonight. It was actually really nice. We didn't see too many people. So I know when quarantine started, my husband and I would go out at like 10 o'clock at night because there were just so many people out here because everyone wanted to be out by the beach and they wanted to be, we closed down great highways. So the big roads were closed for people to walk and bike. And it was just hard to get around people or get away from people. And it was also, masks were scarce. They weren't as popular. People weren't wearing them as much. So we really didn't know if it was even safe to be out. And we would go out at like 10 or even 11 o'clock at night with our flashlight, with our dog, just to kind of, because it was quiet and no one was out. May is when the fireworks started. People were at home. They wanted fireworks, and Moose Bear did not like that.
I wouldn't like it either.
So,
I wouldn't want to be walking around with people setting off fireworks right next to me.
Yeah, there are some really big ones on the beach, and they're beautiful, but she gets scared. She doesn't want to... I remember we couldn't even get her out of the house after dark. She was not interested. So luckily, it's been better. She's gotten a lot better since. But, I wonder if they're going to start up again because people really do love setting off illegal fireworks out here.
Your house is much quieter than I anticipated. I thought there would be a lot of road noise and you would be able to hear people out on the street at all hours of the evening.
No, yeah. Especially with quarantine. So we used to have a bus line that went up and down our street.
Yeah.
But they they canceled like 70% of the bus lines, and that was one of them. And man, it's so much quieter. But also the bedroom's in the back, so it's a little bit nicer and quieter back there. So we like that.
Yes, considering I've been sleeping till 8:30 and 9:30 in the morning, must be pretty quiet.
Yeah. What do you usually sleep till?
I sleep until my wife's phone starts tweeting. She sets some kind of bird noise to start at 7:30 in the morning. Then she sleeps through it. Only I can hear. She sets a bird noise that it's only my ears can hear. I don't know how she does it.
My husband does have quite a few alarms so that he can get up eventually. But I wake up on the first one and then I just listen to the others.
I know. I listen for about 5 minutes and then I start, moving around, thinking that my movement might
make her move.
Wake my wife up.
It doesn't work.
Eventually.
No, I just nudge him. I just like.
Really?
Yeah, if he's gonna set alarms.
You can do that?
They're his alarms.
I didn't know that. I thought I had to remain still.
Kind of give him a little suggestion.
Sometimes you just try to push him off the door. That's what you're trying to say.
This is why we have a queen size bed. We want to be able to push each other.
Oh, well, that's exactly why we have a king size bed. Because we want to feel like there's a large chasm between
that you have us. Nobody else is in the bed.
Yes.
You have a California king, don't you?
We have an extra wide king, whatever it is.
So you moving around is going to do nothing to get her up.
No, that's true. I would have to move excessively.
You have to start flailing your arms.
I'd have to actually get the dog to jump on her. But the dog sleeps.
Yeah.
Even when we go downstairs, the dog is still sleeping.
And Socks doesn't get in bed with you?
No.
Moose Bear likes to get up in bed. Though because of her surgery, she had her double knee surgery earlier this year. She couldn't get up, but lately she's been getting in, and it's been nice. But only in the mornings. She only comes when she's invited.
Socks starts the evening by our bed. She comes up. We give her a treat to stay downstairs, which she eats, and then she comes upstairs.
Yes.
And then she just lays down on one side of the bed, but not on the bed, on the floor.
Right.
But she gets bored with us, and usually by the time we turn off the light after reading, she's already gone. She's gone either into the hallway, into the bedroom, across the hallway, or downstairs. And almost always, she spends most of the night downstairs on her bed.
Oh, that's actually Moose Bear has gotten very used to sleeping in our bedroom, especially because of the fireworks. She would come in, and so now we have her go to bed to get her treat. But then once she's done with her treat, she'll come and look at us and basically get the okay to go into the bedroom. We're like, just go to bed. And so now we've actually bought these really plush shag little rugs to put on either side of our bed so that Moose Bear has kind of a makeshift bed. But yeah, she stays with us most of the night, and then sometimes she will go to her own bed. But for the most part, she likes to sleep in our bedroom now, which we're okay with. We used to have a baby gate up so that she couldn't get in.
We did too. We used to put a barrier down at the foot of the stairs to prevent Socks from coming upstairs. But then we took it down because she never did. She never came upstairs. We thought that, she just liked it better down there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she started coming up the stairs. And then when we would have other dogs spend the night, like Moose Bear or Kenzie, she would start whining because she had to stay downstairs with the dog.
Well, I'm sure Moose Bear wanted to be up with you guys.
Oh, yes.
Moose Bear is very needy.
Very whiny, I would say, not needy. In fact, your mother would constantly get up and tell Moose Bear to shut up.
Oh, she just
Your
really
mother was not
loves
very
you.
kind, I have to say.
No, she was kind. It's okay. Moose Bear is very needy and whiny.
Your mother would say, Moose Bear, go to bed. And I'm thinking, does she know go to bed?
She knows go to bed. She goes to her bed, but then she leaves it. She doesn't stay. I don't think she knows stay.
That's what you forgot to tell her, to go to bed and stay there.
And stay there.
You were supposed to add that.
But the first night we had Moose Bear, George actually slept on this couch because she was crying so much from separation anxiety. She had like a really hard time, and we adopted her, and she just obviously really needed a lot of attention, and so George slept out on the couch with her that night. And eventually she got over it. We learned the tricks, but she definitely, obviously wanted to sleep in A, our bedroom, or B, actually our bed. Like, she was expecting that we would, let her into our bed. And we have cuddle sessions with her in our bed, but they're, only in the mornings, very specific. She's been invited. We don't want it to become like a thing, I don't think there's enough room in the queen size bed for that. But.
Well, I just want to thank you on the record and on film for putting up with us for the last couple of days.
We've had a great weekend with you.
And we've really felt like we were on a little vacation here. It was very nice.
That's good. That's what we're going for. We're always trying to make people feel very comfortable. It's nice actually for us because we love hosting people. We actually host, art parties and succulent parties and just any dinners with friends. We have people over all the time, and we haven't had that for 6 months, because of this. And even longer because Moose Bear was recovering from her knee surgery from January. And so we didn't want people coming over and exciting her. So we just felt like we didn't have our usual hosting. So it's been actually kind of nice to have you guys over.
And it's been nice. We're planning on becoming America's guests. We're just going to move from place to place.
All right.
Unfortunately, we only know 2 or 3 people. So
yeah, if you want to have Marvin and Christina come to your home.
We've already had offers from your Auntie Lane.
Oh, that's right. You've had a couple offers.
But not the dog.
You can't bring the dog, so we'd have to keep the dog.
So we would have to leave the dog
But maybe
somewhere.
one of our many viewers across the country would love for you to roll up in your car.
You could have this dog.
No, she's not doing it.
This dog in your
Socks.
lap.
Socks, hey?
Just
No.
think of that. A dog
A dog in your lap.
partially on your
She's
lap.
just partially, yes. She only does her front legs. Though today she actually got all the way on the couch. I think she was competing with Moose Bear for attention.
Yeah, she got a little nervous.
So she was all the way up, which is fine. It was cute. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll say goodnight. Goodbye.
Good
Good
night.
luck.
Goodbye. Stay safe. And we'll be seeing you at your house very soon.